Yeah, wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world, Nigerians in particular. I am not going to show you a video that you have not seen before or said what you have not heard before. But I'm here to substantiate the fact of what I say, that Nigerians are victims of Nigeria. And the oppressors of Nigerians are the political class, who are the greatest beneficiary of the impunity in the system. There is no hope for Nigerians. There is no hope. And I'm going to concentrate on the NLC, Nigerian Labour Congress. In case you don't know what Nigerian Labour Congress stands for, they are the apex, the overall body that brings together the Nigerian workers. They are the body that brings together all organized labor unions. They are the apex. There you will find lecturers, doctors, security operatives, name it, any work, organized work in Nigeria, both private and government, are under this body. This body is supposed to be one of the most powerful organizations in Nigeria to protect the interests of an average Nigerian worker. But you know what? They have sold out. They have sold out to the Nigerian politicians. I'm not saying Nigerian government, to Nigerian politicians, receiving kickback and kick front. That's why Nigerian government don't take them serious. And just yesterday, they had a rally. I will not call it protest. No, they are not protesting, because if they are serious with protest, by now, Nigeria would have been shut down. And it borders around minimum wage. Minimum wage. That is what they are still dragging back and forth. And the Nigerian government or the politicians are even debating to scrap out what is called minimum wage. They don't want to hear it. They want the suffering of Nigerian people to continue, because they are using the instrumentality of poverty and hunger to deal with you, while you continue renewing their atrocities by supporting them. Yes. Now, I want you to listen to their narrative. You understand some few things, and you will pity yourself. I'll be right back.
That Shehu Shagari saw it and then promulgated the Minimum Wage Act in 1981. How can we, after 40 years, comrades, that a politician in this dispensation will come and say we don't deserve minimum wage because they don't have ability to pay? Let me also address the issue of ability to pay. We have seen that even when the 30,000 minimum wage was promulgated, states that are receiving higher revenue did not implement it as a well due. It is states that have workers as their priority, and we want to commend them, those governors, despite the paucity of resources, because they prioritized the issue of workers. They went and paid. They negotiated with their worker and they went and paid. But those that are collecting humongous allocation tend to divert the money to fund white elephant project that does not have bearing with the life of Nigerians. We can see the insecurity situation today. In fact, you remembered when we marched to Kaduna, 8,000 workers, when we marched to Kaduna, one of the reasons we posited is that if we serve workers in mass, it means that the breadwinners of the families will be affected. They will not be able to take care of their children, and then insecurity will follow. That position we made have come out to be true. In Kaduna today, you have seen on daily basis people are killed. People are being kidnapped. In a state before that is so peaceful. It is really unfortunate that our politicians don't know the root cause of the insecurity that is pervasive in our country today, because people must survive. And if they must survive, After acquiring the necessary education, they are not employed. Their parents have been thrown out of job. Yes. The entitlement of those workers is sad. Up to now have not been paid. Their benefits have not been paid. Their severance package have not been paid. Redundancy have not been declared. So all our laws have been violated. In fact, his next move now is to say that every worker that have attained the age of 50 should be retired compulsorily. Is that not an abuse of office? It's an abuse of office. I've seen the cycle. It's an abuse of office. If there is anybody that ought to retire, it's our politicians. They must also have retirement age. Anybody above 60 should not come near politics. Because there is what we call the law of diminishing return. Once you are 70, we are sure that there is a law of diminishing return. It means that your capacity to be able to think, your capacity to be able to work, certainly cannot take you and take Nigerians out of this quagmire. This is what we are saying, and that has been the bane of our problem. So, comrades, I want to welcome you. I want to salute your tenacity. I'm glad that Nigerian workers know their right. And because we know our right, we are going to enforce our right. The right to protest is a fundamental right. Enshrined in the UN Charter for Human and People's Rights. Nobody can take away that right from us. And that's why anytime we call you, you should be ready to come out. We have seen in countries around the world, even with Corona, people are protesting for their rights. So Corona cannot deter us. We will be medicine to Corona. Because Corona also knows workers' rights. And workers will be protected. And God Almighty, God Almighty is going to protect us also from Corona. He knows we are fighting a just cause. Comrade, let me share a story with you. When we had the minimum wage of 2,000, which was then 5,005, I remember in a particular state where negotiations were concluded and they were signed, somebody came with this idea to say that workers don't matter. How many percentage is workers? They are forgetting that it is this same percentage that provide the service that serves the entire country. And I remember then workers became angry.
You saw it. You heard them. It is very clear that these politicians who contribute nothing, I will say nothing, because Nigeria has continued to redress. Nigerian people have continued to go from fire, from pan to fire. Insecurity, joblessness in Nigeria have hit the highest peak. Dilapidated infrastructure, corruption had become an institution in Nigeria. Yes. That is the definition of a failed government. Despite all this, being harnessed by the politicians, they have the audacity to say they are not interested in the minimum wage. Minimum wage of 30,000. That is what they are dragging back up. These are the people, unproductive politicians, that had turned Nigeria into an abattoir, that has failed in their responsibility at all levels. They have not made any meaningful contribution to this country. They have been the agent of division, suffering, pain, death. They are receiving the highest salary, the highest pay, compared to their counterparts across the globe. Even in the most developed countries, they receive highest wages. They carry bogus salary, bogus aids, bogus bonuses, bogus this and bogus that. They have secured their lives outside this misery called Nigeria, while you continue to suffer. You see why I said that you are the victims. Now this NLC, now them I blame pass. Now Nigerian people, now I blame pass, because now them they eat the shit from this never do well political class. And that is why your suffering will not end. I'm just trying to tell you that. Your suffering will know no end. The only way, your irreducible minimum to end this madness is for Nigerian people to realize, one, that they are victims and accept it. And as victims, they should rise above their fear to confront this government of failure, this government of impunity, this political class that have made their lives miserable once and for all. And stop making themselves as instruments being used by these never-do-wells. On my subsequent video, I'm going to touchlight on Delta State and the Bori loot. I will touchlight on it so that you will understand. I'm not going to say it or analyze it on this very one, because it is a continuous process in Nigeria. Impunity after another, wickedness after another, and Nigerian people are celebrating wickedness and atrocities. I think I'm going to keep quiet. I am commissioned to say that truth, to open up your consciousness so that you will rise above your fear and act. I've done my duty. Share this video and wake up the sleeping Nigerians, irrespective of where you come from, because all these people we are talking about are from the east, north, west, and south, both the victims and the oppressors. So remove ethnicity, remove religion, remove where you come from. As long as you are not part of the suffering people, you are part of the problem. Yes, and I'm telling you that. I'm signing out. Share this video. Drop your comment. Let me have your opinion. Don't forget, this platform, we see it, we say it. That truth that you can't hear anywhere, we bring it to you raw on this platform, BVI Channel 1. So click on the subscription button, click on the bell for notification, follow us on all our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Visit our website, bvichannel1.com. Download our app from Play Store and stay connected to the voice of the people, the voice of God, and the voice of our ancestors. I'm signing out. Stay safe as much as you can.